Talking me, the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood, but then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all if you're patient and soon. It can all be worth it, all the searching. Pain is never really permanent, but damn it hurts, man. I could feel all of the turbulence and it's concerning. I've been searching for a purpose, I hope it's worth it. This society is really trying me. Ain't no hide and seek, I hide to be far from anxiety. I need my space, I need my privacy. I need some silence, please, you're all too loud. You don't speak quietly, opinions violently thrown across every surface. It makes me nervous, it's the world honestly burning. That's all I'm learning, hope that we can make a turn and start reversing. All our minds have put the work in, we got some work, man.
Hello and welcome to another episode of The Warrior Within. I'm your host, Jaime Bennett. I'm going to be talking about fireworks today and the effects the fireworks have on the environment, including people and animals. So viewer discretion is advised, but I do ask the parents to watch this episode and see if your child is mature enough to watch this episode, because this episode may be educational and it may be worth for your child to watch. So yeah. What can I say about fireworks? I'm not a huge fan of fireworks, but I'm definitely not going to put anybody down who likes to watch fireworks, because I know in a lot of cases it is a family tradition to have a barbecue and then, talk with your family, hang out with your family for a while, and then enjoy an evening of fireworks. I go and watch the fireworks, or I try to, every year with my daughter because she really enjoys the fireworks. But I've never really been a huge fan of fireworks because they've always kind of stressed me out. They've always kind of made me worry a lot. And the reason why I say that is because, they're dangerous. They're dangerous to begin with, especially if you don't read the label and use the fireworks properly. I come from a state that fireworks were illegal to purchase in, and a lot of people would have to go over the state line and purchase fireworks in a different state. Yeah. So I come from a state that fireworks were illegal to purchase in, and definitely illegal to set off during certain times of the year. I always say leave it to the professionals, but I know there are people who purchase fireworks so that they can enjoy them at home in their own yard. For whatever reason, maybe they don't like to be around crowds, maybe they just much rather stay at home and not have to fight the traffic or what have you. So that's definitely understandable. I can understand that approach, but you have to take everything into consideration whenever you're dealing with fireworks, because for one, they're dangerous to begin with, and for two, if you don't set them off properly, you could lose a hand, you can lose an eye, you could even kill yourself by setting a firework off inappropriately, not in the proper fashion. So yeah, fireworks are pretty dangerous. I remember when I was a little kid that even with the sparklers, I would be like, Dad, please take it, because it would be getting close to the end of the sparkler, and it would be the little sparks would be getting closer and closer to my fingers, and I'd keep trying to hand it off to my parents because I thought that it was going to burn me, and it really, really scared me. The loud noises that the fireworks would create really scared me when I was a little kid. I'd always have my dad cover my ears because I couldn't handle the loud noises. So there's that too. There's going to be kids and animals alike, people who are very, very nervous and get stressed out with fireworks. A good example of that is, you know, animals that are afraid during thunderstorms and lightning storms are going to more than likely be afraid of fireworks. So the best solution that one could have is to try to keep your pets indoors, especially around the fireworks season. And most definitely keep an identification tag on the pet. And if at all possible, even get your pet microchipped, because, anything could happen when an animal is scared. They could run out the door on you, even if you're trying to keep them safe in your home. They could run off and they could get lost. And this way, there's a fighting chance of your animal being returned to you safely, because they have the identification tag and they have the microchip. I know that my cat Harlow is microchipped, and we keep her indoors anyhow, but it's nice to know that if something were to happen and she were to get out of the house for whatever reason, like if she got spooked and managed to escape, it's nice to know that she has a microchip and that maybe she'll come home safely if that were to happen. Another thing that people need to take in consideration when dealing with fireworks is if you live in an area that has hardly any rainfall, you have the ability of setting fires with fireworks, because of the sparks that the fireworks create. There's dry grass and it hasn't rained, and so it's more of a possibility for a fire to occur. I get scared of fireworks because I'm always afraid that a firework is going to land on our roof and catch our house on fire. There are house fires that occur during fireworks season. I looked on the internet and I couldn't find any statistics on house fires during the fireworks season, but I'm sure they occur. Animals get scared during the fireworks season. You have to keep in mind that fireworks scare animals. They confuse animals. Bees get confused. They can't figure out where they're going because of the fireworks. Fireworks disorient them. I can't talk. I'm so tired. I've been working like crazy, but I'm happy to have a job. So bees get confused during fireworks. Birds die because of the fireworks. Fish die because of fireworks. You have to keep in mind that the fireworks have casings, and if you don't find the casings when the firework is over with and the casings land on the ground, fish can ingest that. They could think that that is a food source and it could actually kill them. It kills birds, it kills a lot of different animals. Fireworks are very, very dangerous. There are cruel people, and I don't even like to mention this, but there are cruel people out there who will actually tie a firework to a cat's tail or purposely attack animals with fireworks. There are people that will shoot off fireworks in a horse pasture and attack the horses with fireworks. And I know that it sounds crazy, but it happens. It happens. Many, many different things can happen during the 4th of July season. So you just got to be aware of your surroundings. You got to take every precaution that you can take with fireworks and, just try to be as safe as possible. But even with taking every precaution that you can, accidents still happen. I'm going to read the statistics for you that I did find on a website, and this website is cpsc.government /newsroom /news releases /2021 /fireworks related injuries and deaths spiked during COVID-19 pandemic. So yeah, the injuries from fireworks spiked during 2020 because of COVID and the pandemic. A lot of things were being shut down. Firework displays were being shut down, and so people decided to try to set off fireworks at home. I say leave it to the professionals if you can. But obviously, during the pandemic, it was not possible for them to leave it to the professionals. So they would do fireworks at home. And even if you're a professional, you can still have an accident with fireworks. You could be doing it for many, many, many years and you could still get injured. Accidents happen. Sometimes fireworks are duds, so they think, and then they end up getting hurt because they thought it was a dud. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Fireworks safety is critical for the 4th of July celebrations, most definitely. And in Washington, D.C., this article was released on June 29th, 2021. The nation had seen a large increase in people being hurt and killed by fireworks in 2020. Many of the celebrations were canceled, like I had told you, because of COVID-19 pandemic, which had spurred consumers to use fireworks on their own. These tragic deaths and injuries are just reminders of how dangerous fireworks can be. Consumers should enjoy the professional firework displays from a distance and be extra vigilant when using consumer type fireworks, most definitely. And that's what I was saying. You can be a professional and accidents can still happen, but most definitely, if you're going to do fireworks at home, keep a distance, keep a safe distance. I will tell you all this, and I probably haven't admitted this in any of my other episodes, but it seems fitting during this episode that I admit it. I used to work in a dynamite factory. I used to make dynamite for a living, and so I know the dangers that even fireworks can have because I was dealing with explosives on a daily basis, and that's extremely scary, and we had to take precautions. But even with all the precautions that we had to take, they had still had a death at that particular plant because an explosion went off and killed somebody. It was an accident. It was something that could not be helped, could not be controlled because something didn't work right, something malfunctioned, and a person ended up losing their life because of an explosion that was malfunctioning. So if you got to think that I keep it in my mind that fireworks are like miniature explosives. So, just keep that in your mind that accidents can happen, but definitely keep a safe distance. Don't get too close to fireworks, especially if you're going to be setting them off at home. Never get close to fireworks, I should say, but definitely keep a big, big distance between you and the firework. At least 18 people had died from fireworks in 2020 compared to 12 reported for the previous year. So that tells you that, a lot more injuries were occurring during 2020 because of COVID-19. COVID-19 caused a lot of problems for a lot of people. There were 15,600 people that had been treated in the hospital emergency department because of firework-related injuries in 2020. There were about 10,000 ER-treated firework injuries in 2019. So that's a huge jump. That is a major jump from 10,000 to 15,600 people. Of the 18 deaths, 8 of the victims had used alcohol or drugs prior to the incident. Really? Please don't be stupid. Please, for your sake and your loved one's sake, don't be stupid. Don't do drugs and don't be drunk whenever you're dealing with fireworks. It's not a good idea. Those two things don't combine so well. So please, just don't. Just don't. It says that most of the firework-related injuries occurred in the months surrounding the 4th of July, which I had said earlier. The severe injuries related to fireworks had increased, and most consumers were admitted to the hospital or were transferred to another hospital for treatment due to severe firework injuries. Wow, that's 21% in 2020 versus the 12% in 2019. Young adults ages 20 to 24 saw the biggest spike in visits to the hospital emergency rooms for firework-related injuries. Yeah. A lot of times people don't think of it, but a lot of times, people will do crazy things to get likes on something like on social platforms like TikTok. TikTok is kind of one of those, do this challenge, do this challenge, do this challenge. And some of the challenges are not safe. So please use common sense. That would be appreciated. Just use common sense. Don't do anything that's going to cause you to get hurt or killed just for likes or more people following you on TikTok. It's not worth it. It really isn't. They're not going to remember you for, hey, that's the person that completed that challenge. They're going to remember you for the person who was being idiotic and got hurt because you did that challenge and you got hurt from it. So just please use common sense. Use common sense when you're dealing with things like fireworks because, like I said, they're like small explosions. Sparklers can burn at temperatures of about 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to melt some metals. Sparklers. I remember playing with those when I was a kid, and I told you all that at the beginning of this episode. No wonder I was afraid of them because they could burn you. It's scary. 2,000 degrees. It can melt metal. I don't want my kid playing with something that can melt metal. Keep a bucket of water or a garden hose handy in case of fire or other mishap. And like I said, some states don't see a whole lot of rain, so that would be a good idea. Most definitely in those states, but it would be a good idea to do that anyhow, because if a firework creates a spark, it can catch things on fire. So just keep a garden hose nearby if you really want to do fireworks at home. Light fireworks one at a time and then move away from the firework device quickly. Don't try to set off numerous fireworks at a time. Don't get fancy. Like I said, leave it to the professionals, but if you insist on doing it at home, please follow directions. Watch the label, read the label, follow the label. That's all you gotta do. Never try to relight or handle malfunctioning fireworks. duds happen. Don't try to relight it. If you have lit it and it doesn't go off, it's a dud. It's not safe. Get rid of it. Get away from it. Don't deal with it. Let's see. Never point or throw fireworks, including sparklers, at anyone. That should just be common sense. You don't want to do that. Not even as a joke. I know there are people who do things like that because they think it's funny, but it's not. It really is not. Never place any body part directly over a firework device when lighting the fuse. Move to a safe distance. I'm going to keep saying this. Move to a safe distance. After fireworks complete their burning, to prevent a trash fire, douse the spent device with plenty of water from a bucket or hose, discarding the device. Yeah, that's just common sense. A lot of this is common sense. Make sure fireworks are legal in your area. And I had talked about this earlier. I come from a state where they were illegal to purchase. And people would go over the state line and purchase them in another state. That should indicate something to you. You could get in trouble with the law if you're doing illegal fireworks. It's not worth it. It really is not worth it. I enjoy watching fireworks just like anybody else, but it's not worth your life. It's not worth getting in trouble legally for. It's just not worth it. Leave it to the professionals. Go to a firework display in your town around the 4th of July and enjoy it from the comfort of your car or from the comfort of a lawn chair in the parking lot, wherever you go to see fireworks done professionally. And like I said, never use fireworks while you're impaired by alcohol or drugs. It's just, all of this is common sense. It's just common sense. And as far as the pets go, like I said earlier, it would be a good idea to make sure that they have an identification tag on them. Make sure, if at all possible, you get them microchipped. Keep them indoors. Turn on a television or some kind of background noise to muffle out the loud sounds of the fireworks that are going on. Just try to keep your pet as comfortable as possible because, they're really, really scared and they don't understand what's going on. They just know that something is terrifying them and they want to run away from it and they want to hide from it because they don't know what it is. Also, we need to keep other people in mind. Some people have PTSD from being in the military, from being in war zones, and fireworks really, really trigger that for some people. I was in the United States Air Force. I never went to a war zone or anything like that, but I can totally understand the effects that fireworks can have on somebody who has been in a war zone. It can cause a lot of stress for them, and just need to be mindful of that. You need to be aware that that can happen, that there are people who have PTSD and fireworks really, really trigger that on them. I don't like fireworks. I will be honest. I'm not a huge fan of fireworks because they stress me out. They stress my dog out, and I have to go and comfort her every year when this happens because I don't want her to get so nervous and so stressed out that it causes her health problems. And that could happen. An animal could get so stressed out that it could cause them health issues because they're so stressed out. They're just like people, when we get stressed out, our blood pressure can go up. We could have health issues because of stress. Fireworks are very stressful for a lot of living beings. So just keep that in mind. I'm not a veterinarian, so I can't sit here and tell you should do this for your pet, but they do have something called a thunder vest, which helps dogs to calm down during lightning storms and thunderstorms. So it would work pretty much the same way for fireworks. So if your dog is having difficulty dealing with fireworks, you can go and purchase a thunder vest from any pet store, or you can order it offline like on Amazon. It would be very beneficial to the dog to have a thunder vest because it could calm them down. Also, like, I give my dog Benadryl. Of course, you would want to ask your veterinarian before you did that, but Benadryl can calm the dog down. It can help them sleep better, and it can calm their nerves down. But like I said, I'm not a veterinarian, so I'm not going to tell you to give your dog Benadryl. Definitely ask your veterinarian before you do something like that, but I know it has helped my dog. I hope that this episode has been very educational and informational, and I do apologize for stuttering and not having a straight train of thought. I've been working nonstop here lately. I do have a wonderful job that I'm very proud that I have. And, I'm still doing shows here at Cosmos Creative Television, which I really appreciate that I get to do that. It helps me be creative, and it helps me bring programs like this to you all. So I really do appreciate you all watching. I really do appreciate all the comments that I receive on The Warrior Within. It was my idea to create this show to begin with, to help people, with many different situations, many different issues, and a lot of times this show does cover sensitive topics, and I have covered a lot of sensitive topics. If this is the first episode that you are ever seeing, please do me a favor and go back and watch my episodes from the beginning. If there is anything that any of you all would like me to cover in future episodes, would like me to talk about, to research and talk about, just, put it in the comments. I take comments, I take suggestions, because I want this show to get better and better with each time. I want it to keep going. I love doing this show. I love bringing you all the topics that I bring you. And yes, a lot of them are extremely sensitive topics, but it is what it is, and these things need to be talked about. They need to be brought to the forefront, and they need to be talked about. And if I can help somebody else by talking about the subjects that I do talk about, then that's what this show is all about. That's why I created this show to begin with, is to help people. So I hope that you all enjoy your 4th of July holiday season. Please be safe, please be cautious, and be mindful of your surrounding environment. Take every safety measure that you can, because I do not want anybody to get hurt. That's not anything that anybody wants. So just please be safe, be cautious, and I hope that you have a wonderful 4th of July. Until next time, as always, love, hugs, and blessings.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do, and now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood, but then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all if you're patient and soon it can all be worth it, all the searching. Pain is never really permanent, but damn it hurts, man. I could feel all of the turbulence and it's concerning. I've been searching for a purpose, I hope it's worth it. This society is really trying me. Ain't no hide and seek, I hide to be far from anxiety. I need my space, I need my privacy. I need some silence, please, you're all too loud. You don't speak quietly, opinions violently thrown across every surface. It makes me nervous, is the world honestly burning? That's all I'm learning. Hope that we can make a turn and start reversing all our minds and put the work in. We got some work, man. I started to grow. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do, and now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. Gotta get through this, life is a nuisance, tie up some loose ends. I try to be human, find a solution, my evolution. A place like this, it didn't exist, we made it like this. So you can go pick the bad or the good, got a glass halfway. I know, it's easier to hide than just to lay low. Not everyone in life has got a halo. I'm standing in the red inside a payphone, just wanna break, no. I'm not gonna give in, take a last shot, Michael J. Win. No, I'm not a robot, I'm in my own skin. Never get lost when thoughts pull you in. I miss the old you, we died with a purpose. All the energy around me felt nervous, scared I would pop off fast to the surface. Had to cut it off before you made me worthless. Torn apart, I've been torn and scarred. I had a given art, but now I'm thinking smart. I'm keeping up my guard, I'm hiding every card. A royal flush of left, you never know what's hard. With a back to the mat, gonna see where I'm at. I'ma fight like I'm mad, I'ma be something that they can never be me. Nice try, but they'll see I achieve everything while they stay salty. I started to go. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do, and now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know